All right, so can everybody see the lines?
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to do our ABCs. Actually, can you go? All right, we'll do our ABCs here and then I'll do a sentence here, all right? So an A starts at the top, comes all the way down and touches the top line and the bottom line. Same on the other side. And on the dotted line, we connect the dots. Now, when I did this we used to sing songs. Connect the dots, la 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 la, connect the dots. So yeah, you don't have to do that. Especially with high school students. So, and then I always tell my students you need 2 finger space between the letters. This is very important when they start writing because if not, the B will go here. Because in Korean, everything's very close together. It has to be in a box, right? You have to have that, I forget what it's called. But in English, you need separation. So I always tell my students 2 fingers. Take your pencil, top to bottom. And then with the B, we need, and we always sing songs. I'm like, or we can go, okay. So then I say we need 2 camel bumps. 2 camel bumps. And our camel bump sound is boom, boom. So here we go. So everybody, let's bump. 1 bump. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Bump. No. Good. Now, a C, what shape does a C make? It's like this, right? Everybody, make a C. Oh, everybody's C is backwards. You're looking at it, it's a C, but I look at it, it's backwards. That's right. So it goes like this. Someone give me a good sound for this. Let's not go boom. That's too easy. All right. So 2 fingers, and then we'll go. All right. So let's do one. Let's think of a letter that has a middle part. Let's do. We could do H. We could do H. Let's do H. So we go down, down. We make 2 towers, and then we have to connect da 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 da, and that's an H. Now, lowercase is when you really need this line. When you're teaching them lowercase, because lowercase has to go from here to here. That notebook paper is too small. It's too small. They need to physically see that space. They need to see that uppercase letters actually are uppercase. They're in the upper part. And that lowercase letters are in the lower part. So like with an H, we make a stick just like its daddy. Just like his daddy. And then we make a little wow. So without this line, they can't figure out where that middle part goes. And very often you get that. R. This stick, the bump and the stick need to be touching the middle. That line helps them. The lowercase r very often looks like V. When Koreans write it, it very often looks like that or like that. And I'm like, what is that? It's an R. No, that's a V. So my students learn that you make a short stick and then you make a little rainbow. That is an R. Just make a little rainbow. And when we did R, we sang a rainbow song. I can sing a rainbow. pink and yellow and purple and green. I can't remember the lyrics, but they would all sing it. You make a little rainbow. With words that come to the bottom, like Q, you make a circle, and then give it a stick, touch the line, it's an A, come down, and up. That's how you use this paper. You might want to practice.
So it's like taking off the fourth line from Korean notebook, right?
Yes. Well, the Korean notebooks are so small, it's very difficult for kids to write on them correctly. And there's no dotted line, so it all just runs together. That's the problem. They need that dotted line as a visual clue that that's the middle. Because Korean writing looks like this. Where I could start here, or I could start here, or I could start here. There's no space, there's no visual clue to where things begin and end. And children, especially elementary kids, need that visual clue. Okay? Wow. I've just gone back 5 years in my head. So does everybody understand?
Yes.
Any more questions?
No.
All right. Cool. The next person who comes in and sees that is going to be like, what? I, A, B, C. And then again, when they write this, you can add corrections in this space. All right. Okay. Got it? We've done that. Listening. Another trouble spot that we learn that our students have is, I want to do listening in my class, but I don't know how to do it. Except for reading something and giving them a test. Oh, that's exciting. Yeah. So, what I'm going to suggest is one resource that within that one resource are many resources. And that resource is iTunes. You can go to apple.com. Do you know iPod? Well, this is the software that works with iPod. You do not have to have an iPod to use this. It is a free service. iTunes looks just like this. This is what it looks like. At the bottom, when you download it, at the very bottom, it's going to be set to Korea. There's nothing on the Korean website, so you need to change it to the United States. Okay? You need to change it to the United States. The Canadian website is basically the American website with a Canadian flag in the corner. The British one is okay, but it doesn't have as much as the American one because Apple is an American company. And we're a bigger country. So, iTunes. In the top right corner, there is a search engine. Right above Carrie Underwood's face, you can see it. I would suggest typing in listening, comma, ESL. Listening, comma, ESL.